So I wake up in a panic. I'm literally like falling out of bed. My alarm's going off. And at this point in my life, I'm like in my mid-20s. And I don't set my alarm. I mean, even though I had a job, it's not like I'm trying to be on time, right? The fact that I show up, they should be happy that I'm there. But that's beside the point. It's 6:30 that this alarm was going off. So I shut off the alarm. I'm supposed to be somewhere. I just can't remember where. And then it hits me. I got a date. Well, it's not necessarily a date. It's an invite that the person I just met, her name is Shay, we've been kicking it for about 2-3 weeks now. Nice chick, I like her. Nevertheless, we're starting to get warm to each other, and she invites me out to this animal shelter ceremony. Now, never heard of any of this in my life, right? Clearly it must be animals there, but that's all I know of. But I know about the word ceremony, and I've been taught at a young age. When it comes to ceremony, you make sure you dress to impress. Now, I don't really know what the dress code is for these type of things. I'm not quite sure. Once again, this is my first shot. But when in doubt, go semi-formal. And I've got what I would consider being the best semi-formal outfit. Plus, I'm still trying to impress Shay. I'm going to pull out Frank. I call it Frank for one reason only. Frank Sinatra. It's my Frank outfit. You'll hear a little bit more about him later on in the story. But maybe I should slow down. My name's Lorenzo. Welcome to Handles. Everyone has a grip on life. Everybody feels like they have a handle. Afraid to share the mistakes. The stories are what connect us. They're the key. We're running out of time. So I hop out of bed, I throw on Frank, I immediately grab my invite, shoot out the door. Because I know that I have to be there at 7 o'clock. Shay specifically told me that this event starts at 7 and I don't want to be late. So I shoot out the building, I shoot out of my apartment, and I'm on my way there. But I just keep getting this feeling like I forgot something. I don't know what, but I forgot something, but not important. Then it hits me, my cell phone. I forgot my cell phone. But it's about 6:45, 6:50, and I'm already halfway there. I'm not going to turn back around. The person I want to be around or talk to anyways is going to be there, right? So I'm just going to keep going to the event. So I pull up to the event, and even when I pull up to the event, I said to myself, I still feel like I'm missing something. But not important. As I park in the parking lot, I'm looking at this beautiful facility, brand new. And I see plenty of people that are walking in. Now, this is a ceremony like we discussed earlier, right? So I'm not quite sure why everybody is wearing like trousers, pullovers. Looks like people wearing like the suspenders, and even people walking in with waders and boots, like steel toe. They're underdressed, right? This is a ceremony. Or maybe they're just not going to the same place I'm going to. Nevertheless, not important. I'm here, let's go in. So I go in the front door, I see this guy at the front, I flash my invitation to say I'm supposed to be here. My date is on her way if she's not here already. He looks at me and says, enjoy the time. So I get in, I see there's a table on the right-hand side, and it's a sign-in sheet. So I look at the sign-in sheet to see if Shay's made it yet. I don't see a Shay Hamilton. No worries, I beat her there. It's about 6:55, this event's about to start. So I sign my name in, and guess what? They have some treats over here to the side. Man, nice little snack bar. Great. I grab myself a water. I see like some crackers there as well. Think to myself, wow, they got everything here. Animal crackers, I don't remember that. You know, it's been so long since I've had them. So I grab me some animal crackers. I'm just getting ready to put it in my mouth. And I see another lady walk up to the table with a beautiful Doberman pinscher. And she looks at me right when I'm getting ready to put it in my mouth, and she grabs one of the snacks and gives it to her dog. Well, I immediately come out of my cloudiness and say to myself, these treats must be for the animals. Huh. Sure, I'm glad she came around. It's almost 7 o'clock at this point, and I'm getting a chance to walk directly into the main facility, into the building, right? Now, I walk into the main facility, and it smells like absolute hell. Like shit. Like tons of shit. Not like dog, horse, sheep, goat, lion. I mean, all kinds of shit. My shoes are getting messed up because there's grass and hay on the ground. What the hell type of ceremony is this? Like, what is going on? At this point, I'm completely clueless. I walk into the main facility and there's animals everywhere. They're all in different little sections, different little pens, but people look like they're having a great time, and then there's a mic and a stage in the middle. And I'm like, man, I don't even know if this is the right place. Let me find Shay quickly, because I don't think I'm in the right spot. Or I'm just oblivious to what the hell's going on. Nevertheless, it's 7 o'clock on the dot. And as soon as it turns 7 o'clock, there's a young lady that goes to the mic and says, we want to welcome everyone to this event tonight. We are especially proud of everybody that's been able to make it. Let's give everybody a hand. Everybody claps. I'm looking for Shay because at this point it's 7 o'clock and the event's starting. She's not here. Slightly nervous, but I'm okay. So this lady says on the mic, you know what we're going to do is we're going to start by identifying and recognizing everyone that's been able to contribute to put together this beautiful building, this beautiful facility for these wonderful and amazing animals. So I'm thinking, oh, this isn't going to go well. I forgot to tell you at the beginning that Shay told me that one of the reasons why she was invited is that she was going to be recognized for contributing to the event and contributing to this beautiful facility. So, you know, Shay's a hard worker. She's very relaxed and laid back, doesn't really speak very much, will stay in the back of the room. And it looks like they're about to start calling names to come up to the stage. So at this point, I'm getting a little bit warm. But then I realize I'm not getting warm just because she's not here yet. I'm getting warm because I got Frank on and it's damn hot in here. So now it's musty as hell, smells like shit, and I'm starting to sweat through Frank. This isn't good. Shay better hurry. Now at this point, I still can't help but think that I'm missing something. Something is just eluding me. I just don't know what it is. I can feel something's missing, and I just don't know what it is. And clearly we know that Shay is missing, and I'm sure she's on her way, but there's something else that is missing. I just don't know what it is. Nevertheless, at this point, the lady on the podium is now starting to call different people up to the stage to recognize them for a great job. It looks like she's passing out awards, different things like that. And so the next name I hear, Mrs. Shay Hamilton. Everybody starts clapping. I'm looking in the crowd as this is going on because I want to make sure, I'm thinking to myself, maybe she's in the crowd and I just haven't noticed her yet. But after about 10 to 15 seconds of clapping, nobody's walking to the stage. But I've got an idea. This is an opportunity for me to take charge. And I'm sure she would love to know that I took charge at this moment. So I say, you know what, Lorenzo? I need to go up front and accept it for her. That's what I do. So I walk around the crowd, I get up on the stage, and everybody's looking at me kind of confused as to who I am and what I'm there for. The lady with the award is kind of holding the award close to her, and I walk up to her and I whisper in her ear, I'm Shay's date. I can accept it on her behalf. So the lady gives me the award, and as soon as I'm getting ready to walk off the stage, I realize there's a microphone. And I let them know that I'm excited to accept this award on Shay's behalf. And she's unable to make it at this point, but I am definitely honored to be able to accept this on her behalf. And I know that if she were here, she would tell you that all the blood, sweat, and tears that she helped to put this facility together with is all for naught because of the great people that have been here and be able to help her do it. And this is just a great moment. Thank you very much. I turn around and look at the lady that gave me the award. I nod to her, I shake a few hands, and I walk off stage. Felt great. Felt amazing. As soon as she hears about this, man, it's immediately going to hit me a level up. I can feel it. I know it. And at this point, they want us to all mingle. So I figured I'd give it about 5 more minutes. No Shay, I'm out of here. So what do? I go to the one place that I'm comfortable with. I still have these treats in my pocket, so I got to give them to some of the animals, right? So I walk over to the dog pen. Beautiful dog pen, by the way. Great dogs running around in there. I reach in my pocket, start grabbing some of these crackers out that we discussed earlier. And as soon as I reach in my pocket, I feel a tap on my shoulder. Initially, I think to myself, it's Shay. But I realize the tap is kind of higher, like the top end of my shoulder. And Shay's not that tall, so this must be somebody else. I turn around, it's a gentleman. And he says, hey, what do you think about the dog pen? So we begin to go back and forth in a personal conversation about the dog pen. He tells me about he's a huge lover of dogs, and he has these types of dogs, this, that, and the other. And then he says, hey, Lorenzo, are you a Houston Oilers fan? I said, well, yes, sir, I am. I'm a Houston Oilers / Tennessee Titan fan. And so we start jumping into football. And I said, well, if you don't mind me asking, what's your favorite team? He says, my favorite team is the Atlanta Falcons. I said, that's awesome. They're not a bad team. They're working their way through it as well. And he says, well, At this point, we're still trying to search for a quarterback. We're just trying to get our offense back on track. Now, at this moment, I wasn't really thinking. And like I told you, I've been oblivious up to this point as to how this event has gone, so I figured I'd keep my track record. So when he says that, the first thing I think to myself is, Michael Vick. So I look him dead in his eyes and I say, you guys don't have a quarterback controversy, no offensive issues. Michael Vick is out there, man, and he is killing it. The guy's posture changes. He has a staid look on his face. He reaches out, shakes my hand, and says, enjoy the rest of the event. Well, that's weird, right? Maybe I'm heedless in this moment, I don't know, but that's kind of weird. Like, why would he just walk off? Now later it comes to me that maybe I should not have used and or identified Michael Vick next to a dog pen while talking about him killing him. Maybe that wouldn't work very well, but that's not important. We got bigger fish to fry. Still no shade. It's 7:45. Frank and I decide to leave. Don't forget who Frank is. Speed to the house. I get to the house, I go to my cell phone. I pick up the phone, I see I've got 30 missed calls and text messages. I don't even listen or read any of them. I immediately pick up the phone, I call Shay. I said, Shay, is everything okay? And I can tell this isn't gonna go well. She says, is everything okay? I said, yeah, are you all right? I didn't see you at the event. She said, Lorenzo, we talked about this very clearly yesterday. We said that you would meet me at my apartment at 6:30 to pick me up so that we could go to the event together. Huh. Well, I'll be damned. That must have been what I was missing the whole time. Oh, shit. I didn't know that. Totally forgot about it. And that explains the alarm. I guess that's strike one. Something tells me I'm not going to get 3 strikes on this call, but that's at least strike 1. I have your award, though. I got it for you. She says, it's funny you say that, Lorenzo. I just got a call from my boss. And my boss said that somebody dressed like Frank Sinatra goes up on stage and receives the award for me on my behalf. And then tells everybody that I put blood, sweat, and tears into helping build the facility. I said, yes, ma'am. She says, Lorenzo, when I told you that I was going to be celebrated around the contribution, it was because the company that I work for has contributed a certain amount of funds to the cause and to the building of the animal shelter. I've never been to that facility, have no idea what the property looks like, and I certainly didn't help put it together. Well, that's not good. So needless to say, I've never been a part of a conversation where a rapport and a relationship that was built literally just dissolves right in front of you that quickly. But that was the conversation, and as you can probably tell, she never spoke to me again. Hope all's well with her, by the way. But I did learn 2 things. First off, I learned that lack of awareness can leave you floating through life, missing out on tons of opportunities. But the second thing I learned is if you're able to hone in and sharpen awareness, it can be the river leading to an ocean of opportunities. Thanks for hanging with me on another episode of Handles. I sure hope this added value. If so, don't forget to hit that like button, and most importantly, share it with those that you know need to hear the message. Looking for more handles? You can follow me at any one of my social media outlets, or you can follow me directly at the website at the bottom of the page. We have a lot more to discuss. I'll catch you next time, right here on Handles.